Let us learn today Environmental Studies Part 1 of Standard 4th, and name of the lesson is 24. Are we endangering our environment? Yes, dear children, here question is asked to us. What is that? Are we endangering our environment? You know the meaning of environment, isn't it? Here environment means the surroundings that includes living, non-living or factors, isn't it? That together it make environment. Here are we endangering our environment means what we can say? Endangering here means seriously at risk of extinction. एक दिन खत्म होने वाला है. Here we can say that चिंताजनक कंडीशन आने वाली है. Let us go through this lesson and let us try to understand that how we endangering our environment and what steps we have to take to minimize this condition. Okay? Compare these two pictures. Dear children, please observe these two pictures carefully. Yes, this is the picture of 20 years ago and this one is today's picture. Means these two shows the same place. See here the railway track and the railway gate. Right? Here also in this picture you can see the railway track and the crossing railway gate, isn't it? Means these two are the same pictures, but only the thing is this picture tells us about the condition of 20 years ago and this picture tells us about today's picture. Okay? Now, first we have to compare these two pictures. You know how to compare the pictures, right? Okay, now here we can see, first we will observe this 20 years ago picture. Okay, here we can see the farm. See, so much greenery. You can see here a kacha road to move. Isn't it? A big tree. On that tree so many birds and so many tree dwelling animals they live. Right? Here no pollution we can see. Correct? Okay, we will move to this picture, that is today's picture. The place is same. Right? But there are no trees. There is no greenery. These farms we cannot see in this picture, but we can see so many tall buildings full of houses. We can see here the Pakka road, isn't it? And we can see the vehicles moving around. That means here this place is polluted because of that sound and because of the smoke coming out from the vehicles. Isn't it? So much difference we can see between these two pictures. Yes, if you want to conclude about these two pictures, we can say that the place is totally changed. Right? We can see a lot of progress in today's picture as compared to the 20 years ago picture. Got this, children? Are you agree with me? Yes? Okay, we will move further. Now, What similarities do you find between a city, a village and a forest? Again here you can see three pictures showing a city, a village and a forest. Yes, dear children, here we have to tell what similarities means similar things that we find in these three pictures. Please observe each picture carefully. Similarities means same things. Yes, correct. Here we can see the living beings, means here human being. We can see man, woman, right? Here also we can see living beings. We can see animals, people, correct? In the forest, here also we can see birds, animals, they come under living beings, isn't it? Yes. What they are doing? In all the three pictures, they are trying to satisfy their basic needs. You know, the basic needs of living beings are nothing but food, water and shelter. Isn't it? Yes, here also the people, they are visiting the malls, they are visiting the shops to get their basic needs. Correct? In villages also, here we can see a woman with a child. She is purchasing some eatables. Here they are moving to get some money or to get some basic needs. Right? Here also in the forest, animals, they are in search of food. Right? And here we can see the animal, that is monkey, sitting and it is getting the shelter on the tree. Means the similarities between these three pictures, that is a city, a village and a forest, is nothing but the living beings they are fulfilling their basic needs. Isn't it? The ways are different but the cause or the reason is same. Correct? Okay. Now, one more question belongs to these pictures, that is, what differences do you find between them? Again, we have to observe these three pictures and we have to tell what are the differences among these three pictures. Yes, we will go through one by one. Here, in the first picture, that is of city, right? We can see so many people or a crowd, correct? They are moving here and there. We can see here so many big buildings, malls, vehicles, correct? Means altogether we can say advanced technology is there. Progress we can see in the city. They are leading a easy life. No hard work we can see here. Correct? Right? They are getting the modern amenities like electricity, tap water, everything in their building. And they are moving by using the vehicles like cars, bus, auto rickshaw, etc. They are using lift to go up and down in the malls. Right? Means together we can say here advanced technology we can see in the city life. Now we will move to the second picture, that is village life. Yes, here we can see a simple life. They are doing hard work. They are riding the bicycles to move from one place to another. it needs our physical energy, isn't it? Yes, we can see small shops and we can see farm also here, right? They are also fulfilling their basic needs in the village, but by doing hard work. Each and everyone is working, right? They are doing one or the other things, correct? Now here we can see no modern amenities. They have to pull the water from the well. They have to collect the things from the farms. They have to carry them, right? No modern technology we can see in the village, right? Got this? Now we will move to the third picture, that is forest. Here we can see greenery everywhere, rich environment, right? And we can see no pollution in the forest. These all animals, they are moving freely and they are leading peaceful life, right? And here we can see they are happy with their survival, right? Yes, these are the differences between these three pictures. If anything more you found, then please let me know. Okay? Now, dear children, this we know, the progress made by human beings. Now, here we can say man is more intelligent than all other animals. Yes, in the environment we can see so many living beings. Man, then animals and birds, insects, etc. But among them, man is more intelligent than all other animals. He makes use of his intelligence to make his life more comfortable. He is very greedy. He needs comfort in his life. He wants to lead a happy and comfortable life, right? So what he does, he uses his intelligence, he uses his brain to make his life more comfortable. All living things make use of what they find in their environment. For example, see here animals. They too use the things or the materials from the environment, but they use as it is. How they appear in the environment, directly they use that form, isn't it? But only man can carefully study the things in the environment and he produces new things from materials in the environment. Means he takes the use of environment, means he takes the use of the things that we get from the environment and he converts these materials according to his wish, right? For example, I will tell you, here we get the fruits in the environment, different types of fruits we get in the environment, right? And you know that all animals, birds, insects, they too use these to eat, but they eat directly these fruits. But here the man, the intelligent animal, what he makes, he collects the fruits and he converts that into the juice or the jam, or he makes the milkshakes, salads, etc. This is a simple example I told you, right? Like that, Here, one more example I want to give here, that the monkeys, birds, squirrels, etc., the tree dwelling animals, they stay and they take the shelter of the trees directly. But the brilliant man, he cuts the trees. He uses the timber to build the house. Got this, children? Means he studies the environment carefully and then he takes the material or he collects the resources from the environment and he transforms the material into the new one that helps the man to live comfortably, because he wants to make his life more comfortable, isn't it? Here we will go through 2 to 3 fields in which how the man made the progress. Okay? See, first one, the progress made by human beings in the field of transportation. You know the meaning of transportation, isn't it? Transportation means moving from one place to another. Right? Yes. We will study and we will go through how the man made the progress in this field. See here, earlier in the Stone Age, people used to move around or roam around in search of food and water. Always they used to walk from one place to another to search the food and water. Right? Later on, they came to know about the horse or the animals and he began to use these animals for transportation. Means to move from one place to another. Later on, he got the knowledge about these logs. They float on the water. So what he did? He tied the wooden logs together and made raft. What he made? He made raft and he took the help of this raft to cross from one place to another through waterway. Then he made a boat by using the tree trunk, right? He carved the tree trunk and he made the shape of the boat and he used this in the water to make the transportation. See the progress? Yes, here he observed the logs and the round stones, they are rolling down from the mountain. On that, he got the idea of the wheel. So he invented wheel. Okay, and this invention of wheel made a much progress in the mankind. First, he used these wheels, wooden wheels, to make the pots. Okay, it began like this. Later on, he came to know that the wheels can help us in the transportation. So he made heavy wooden wheels. He see the attachment here and he used them to pull the carts. He used these types of carts to transport the goods and people from one place to another. Here you can see the wheels with spokes, right? These are light wheels. See how they slowly progress in each step. You can see here he used horses to pull these wheeled carts. It made transportation easy and effortless. After that, here he invented the steam engine, and on that base he invented locomotive, means railway, which used to run on steam. And after that, the automobile industry progressed. Here, see, this is the ship. See the shape, that is like a boat, but it is so large and heavy compared to the boat, and so many people can travel from one place to another. We can use this to transfer the goods from one place to another. See the progress how he made. Now you can see here the Wright brothers, they invented the aeroplane, right? You know this, correct? Then nowadays we can see like these aeroplanes. Yes, dear children, like this on land, on water and in sky, means landways, waterways and airways made progress from the early age to the modern age. This is all about the progress of mankind in the field of transportation. Got this, children? I hope you understood this clearly. Now you can see here the modern means of transportations. Cars, metro, aeroplane, buses, containers, motorcycles, ship, right? So many modern means we are using in day-to-day life. This made our transportation easy, and it saves our time and labor, which is very precious, isn't it? Now children, the progress made by human beings in the field of housing, we will go through this. See, dear children, in the Stone Age, he used to live in the caves, which were naturally made, right? He used to take the shelter under the caves. Later on, he started to build the stone houses, means he used to gather the stones and he used to make the house-like structures where they can live and they can take the shelter from the animals and from the rain, winter and hot sun. Then he started to build the mud houses. He made the mud bricks and he began to build the mud houses. You can see this in the picture. Later on, see, this is called stilt, which he built on the river or on the water by using the wood, because he came to know that wood floats on the water, isn't it? To take the shelter and to get the protection from the animals, he made the stilts. Later on, see, these are called as vadas. He used here timber means wood, stone bricks, then that tiles you can see right on the ceiling. Yes, like this he used, and he built the vadas like this. Later on he used cement and paint, etc. to make the house beautiful and strong. Nowadays we can see the glass houses too, isn't it? See, dear children, how the man made progress in housing. We need these houses for shelters, to keep away the winter, to keep away the hot sun and the rain, and to get the protection from the robbers and also from the animals, isn't it? We can see the buildings or the skyscrapers like this nowadays, right? In one building 1,000 people live. Got this, children? Like this man made progress and he built different types of houses. But do you think man made the progress? Okay, this is right, correct, but what about the environment? Did he thought about the environment? Yes, if I am doing like this and if I continue like this, then what will happen to the balance of the environment? How much I am taking the material from the environment? How much trees I am cutting? How much mines? How much natural resources I am taking out from the environment? I am doing any serious harm to the environment? He is not thinking about that. Correct? Now the third one, the progress made by human beings in the field of communication. What is the meaning of communication? That is nothing but exchange of information, giving and taking information, or sharing the ideas or the feelings to each other. That is nothing but communication. एक दूसरे से बात करना, information exchange करना. Okay? Now, how man made the progress in this field? See here. First, in the Stone Age, he used to paint or he used to draw the pictures of animals, man, tree, nature, etc. on the stones by using the natural colors that he got from the fruits, mud, coal, etc. Later on, the runners were there. Means the work of the runner is to send or to take the information from one place to another without stopping. He used to run, so he was called as a runner. Got this? He always used to run from one place to another to send or to receive the message. After that, the saints, sadhus, or the priests, they used to give the information in mass. That is also called as communication. Means he is passing some important information or some important message to the people. After that, man used pigeons, eagles, etc. to send the message from one place to another. Here you can see the leg of this pigeon. Here the chits are tied. Can you see here in the circle? They used to fly to the confirmed places to give the message. After that, here you can see this is called as stencil. They used the natural ink and they prepared the machine that is called stencil. After that, he used to write the information in the book by using the natural ink and the peacock feathers, right? And he written each and everything in the form of books. Later, typewriter came. By using this typewriter machine, he used to type the information or the message, whichever he want to pass from one place to another. Then came landlines or telephones. You are familiar with this, isn't it? And nowadays we can see the mobile phones and laptops, that is nothing but the wireless connections. You cannot see any wires connected to the mobile or the laptop. They work on network, isn't it? This is our today's picture. Like this, man made progress in the communication field. Now, I am staying here and my brother is staying in America. Whatever happens here, within a second I can inform him by using this mobile or laptop. Isn't it? Means, can you think so much progress the brilliant man made in the field of communication? Here, see this, man used environmental resources to fulfill his needs. Yes, just now we gone through that man made progress in transportation, man made progress in communication, man made progress in housing, etc. But here, what all he used to make the progress in all these fields? Can you tell me? Yes, he used environmental resources, means natural resources that we get in the environment, fulfill our needs for our more comfort, isn't it? See, these are our basic needs. That is, we need water, we need food, we need fresh and clean air, and we need shelter. Right? These are our basic needs. We get all these in nature directly. Then also for a more comfort, we change. We make changes in each field. Right? We'll see some of them. See, dear children, this is a forest. We cut this forest to build the houses, factories, etc. We are destroying the forests. These are farms or fields. Yes, dear children, according to the nature, yearly we can grow once or twice in that area or place. But we, the human being, we get the crops twice or thrice in a year. That is wrong according to the nature. We are destroying the fertility of the soil. We are taking the advantage of the nature. Because of this, the fertility of the soil decreases and the land becomes barren. Then what we do? We add chemical fertilizers so that we can get again the good crops. See here, this is called mining. We are digging the mines and we are taking out all the minerals from the ground. How we are harming our environment, you can see here. Because man needs more comfortable life, isn't it? He needs each and everything. So he is continuously digging the environment to get the minerals, oils, etc. See, this is a natural occurring river. What the man do? He built the dams to stop the water and to produce the electricity, and he changes its way. He is ruling on the environment. But is that right one? Can you tell me? Whatever he is doing is the right thing? See this. He is making roads, wide roads to move from one place to another by cutting the farms, fields, forests, etc. He builds a big factories to produce the products. See the smoke coming out from the factories. It pollutes the environment, right? And the wastewater that is coming out from the factory, it releases in the rivers or the water bodies. See the pollution in the river. Because of this, the aquatic animals, means the animals which live in water, they die. See how the human being making the pollution in the environment. He is taking the full advantage of environment and he is making harm to the environment. Yes, dear children, this we have to remember. If the environment is harmed, it has harmful effects on all living things. And man is no exception, isn't it? If we harm our environment, it affects our life. And the man, that the human being is part of the environment. So his life too will be affected, isn't it? Yes, dear children, this is about the half of this lesson. Okay? Rest all we will study in second part. Now, what we have learned today, vehicles like motor cars, buses and scooters that run on mineral oil were invented. So, two were railway trains. It made traveling easier. We build dams, roads and railways. We set up factories and build houses. We release wastewater from factories into rivers. This causes harm to the environment as well as to the living things in it. Right? Now here one question is there. What's the solution? Dear children, come on, tell me the solution for this problem. The problem is your uncle who lives in Buldana, a place, okay, has an old scooter, two-wheeler. It gives out a lot of smoke when it is started. Whenever the uncle starts this old scooter, it gives out a lot of smoke. Yes, dear children, tell me what to do with this scooter. See the scooter. It is giving a lot of smoke. Come on, tell me the solution. I know that you have the solution. Very good. First thing we can do is we can change the parts that causes the smoke. Right? We can make that scooter oiling. Then we can change some parts so that it minimizes the smoke. Or that scooter is very old, so put this scooter in scrap. Don't use that. Buy a new one. Isn't it? Good. Thank you, dear children. Children, you are our next generation, and it is our duty to save the nature. We know that if we save our nature, nature will save us. Isn't it?